Go. Hi guys, so today for Vlogtember day 24, I not only have Joey with me, but I also have Chris with me. And, oh, you leaving us? Okay. Go, mommy and daddy's bed, go! Um, we're gonna be talking about, sex after baby, and I guess more or less sex before and after baby. Um, our sex life before Joey, I guess, how would be the best way to describe that?
I'd say out of control. It was like,
It was like raging hormones,
yeah, we were like,
fucking like rabbits.
yeah.
It was terrible. Um, and then when I got pregnant, even then I still wanted to have sex a lot. It just slowed down a lot as well. Um, and then our sex life after Joey, what would you say it would be?
Initially, I think it was kind of back to out of control because you wanted to make up for the lost time of, like, towards the end of your pregnancy where it was like it hurt and we couldn't really have sex as often as you wanted to.
Well, no, it's not that it only hurt. It was I don't want to poke Joey in the head.
Yeah. And it was kind of out of control, but like, I think eventually, especially, not, I would say lately within the past year and a half. It's been more controlled. It's been more of it's been more enjoyable. I think
Mm.
it's not just like, hey, let's do this because I want it. It's more like we're doing it out of feelings other than lust driven.
Yeah. But for most people, this isn't how their sex is. Usually, I mean, we've seen it with other people that we're friends with that have kids. Usually, typically during like pregnancy and after, women don't want to have sex. They don't want to be touched. And I guess I was just one of those oddballs, because it's like, damn, why'd I get the odd one? Um, like usually women don't want that. I mean, we were talking to your mom, and your mom, why your mom wanted to have this conversation with me and you, I have no idea about how she doesn't know how you and Lindsay are so close
I'm not sure where this conversation is going.
because she said that she didn't want your dad like anywhere near her for the first like
Oh, okay. You're talking about being born so close to
yeah,
her. Okay.
like they're you guys are what a
A
year?
year and 8 months.
Yeah, they're a year and 8 months apart, and like his mom was like for about the first year I didn't want like him to be anywhere near me, so I don't know how they're so close. And like that's how it is. Usually most people tend to not want to have sex. They don't want to be intimate. I mean, we had a friend who was telling us that it was like 4 months into their pregnancy with their son Landon, like she stopped wanting to have sex with him. She didn't want to be touched. She didn't want to be looked at. Like nothing he said or did like made up for it.
The way I looked at it is that my relationship, yeah, I've always wanted a child,
Mhm.
and I was finally having one. But the one of the things I wanted most in life was to have a wife one day and to have someone I love and can wake up every morning next to and still be happy. And I felt that working towards that consistently was more important than showing priority. Like, I felt the need to continually show you that you're important to me, show you that I still like you, that you're still attractive to me, that you still mean things. Because as much as people want to say it's hard, it may just be Joey, but kids are honest. If you're level headed, if you take a second back to breathe when things get tough, raising a child is not that hard, and it certainly shouldn't be a reason to slow down or jeopardize your relationship with the person you're with.
Yeah. Now, for you, do you feel that if we would have like if would have shut you off completely, like normal women do you think that would have affected how we parented Joey originally?
A little bit, because in the beginning, the very beginning, when things got tough, sex was kind of a stress reliever. Like when things were getting, like we were getting frustrated, not necessarily frustrated, but like when we were learning things, it was like,
Especially that first month. Like the
yeah,
first
when we
month
were still, when
was
we were still like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, not what the fuck are we doing,
what's
but
he crying
what's
for?
that for? When we were still learning him,
Yeah, and very
uh,
sleep deprived.
sex was like a kind of like, oh, I'm stressed, you're stressed too. Let's have sex and calm down.
Yeah.
Um, so if you would have just like cut me off from like say 4 months into pregnancy till you know, 6 months after or say,
Yeah.
like I would think that would have. I think it would have made it harder on us, not because of not having sex, but harder because, like I said, it was a stress reliever.
Mhm.
It was something to keep us calm, to keep
Because I
us.
think I think that's also played a part into it because we weren't completely stressed all the time when Joey was when Joey was little. It actually helped because when we weren't stressed, we were more level-headed to focus on him.
Mhm.
And I think that's something that people don't realize. And like, you don't have to have sex to be intimate. Like we when we couldn't have sex, Chris and I were always cuddling with each other. Or like even now, we still take showers together. That's like it's our intimate time. And it's one of those things you don't realize. There's small little intimate moments that help a lot and keep when you can't have sex. Like it keeps your relationship going. And I think that really helped us as well.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 weeks that I was like dying to like fucking fuck you and I couldn't. Like that cuddling is all I had.
Right.
So
Yeah. It was definitely it kept. Like I said, I think sex is a good way to continue to build our. You're not sleepy. Continue to improve and maintain our relationship
yeah,
after the birth of Joey.
yeah. Are you back?
Because
Thank you.
I think from what I viewed it anyway,
Mhm.
it helped you feel like you didn't lose your body. I think it helped you realize that I'm still attracted to you,
Yeah,
regardless.
because
Like,
that was definitely my biggest fear. And I think it's every woman's fear. It's like when you start to put on the weight of a child, like that you're not attractive anymore, and like I think that's what pushed me more during our pregnancy to keep having sex was for the fact that I didn't want you to stop being attracted to me, and that's the only way I thought about it. Like, oh,
like
if he has sex with me, he's still attracted to me.
I think
Puppy.
it's not a puppy, it's a piggy.
No.
Yes.
Yes,
um,
yes,
like
that's a
I think
piggy.
for a guy, from a guy's standpoint, sex helps afterwards
Piggy.
because, like, for me anyway, like I said, I know a lot of guys want to be like. One of the main things I said to you was I don't want having a child to change how we are to each other.
Yes.
And we were, sex addicts before Joey, and for the short period of time afterwards, when it really counted, we were sex addicts again.
Yes.
And from there, it was like, okay, things aren't going to get in the way. A child's not going to get in the way. Friends aren't going to get in the way. We knew that before. It's like nothing's going to get in the way. We can relax. It was a relationship builder having Joey.
Yeah. Now, sex after Joey, would you say it's more planned or
Um,
spur of the moment?
um,
Yay.
I'd say it's more spur of the moment because I guess it's a mix of both because there's times where like we'll be like, hey, you'll text me on the way home from work and be like, hey, you want to have sex real quick before I go to work? And like, yeah,
You mean
but before you go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, shush.
No.
Yes, but there's other times where like we'll just be sitting on the couch and like I'll just be rubbing her neck or something, just cuddling with her, and then like, we'll both look at each other and be like, sex now, let's go in the room.
Like when Joey was little, it became more of a planned thing. Like we had to
Put him down for a nap.
put him down, or like one of us had like. I remember having to plan it out between like my naps, his naps, you going to work, and all that. It became like a planned thing. So definitely when you're starting out and you just first have your child, plan some type of intimate time together, whether it's a shower together or cuddling, or if you're up for sex, having sex, because definitely you need that intimate.
Yeah, like I think that took us mainly you a little bit to adjust to also, is that like I found other activities I found more um, valuable to me after your pregnancy than to have sex. Like the showers together meant more. The cuddling was a better time together because
Yeah.
it was completely
Mhm.
it was just us.
Yeah.
And whereas sex, yeah, it's still just us, but like you're in your you're in your own little worlds, or you're in each other's worlds, as opposed to just
Yeah.
you know.
So So our sex life, I can't really say that it's changed or that Joey's affected our sex life because we've managed to still have sex, an abundance of sex around having Joey.
No, don't do.
It's okay. So, but that doesn't mean yours isn't going to change. Best advice for you, like I said, make time for other activities than just sex. And for a guy, like, what would be your advice for guys that are craving the sex and their girlfriend's not giving it to them?
Um, uh, learn to take the kind of attention and the kind of, you're not going to get the pleasure obviously, but learn to take the mental stimulation, the mental pleasure, and stuff in other ways. Like learn to take it with cuddling. I know, typical guys, I'm weird, I guess, but typical guys don't like to cuddle. But you know, start to take cuddling as a alternative to having sex.
Yes.
It's not permanent, but just for a little while.
Yeah. And another good advice for guys, and it's gonna sound forced sometimes, but don't forget to also like remind your significant other that even after having a baby, they look attractive in some way. I mean, don't be like, oh my god, I just want to get you naked and fuck you, but like just
learn what's appropriate for
yeah,
for your partner.
because those little compliments will get you to that intimacy that you want a little sooner. But don't rely on just getting to that intimate sex point. Like he said, take the little things and pretty much build your relationship back up to sex. That's all that we have for you today for our sex after baby and all that good jazz. If you have any video suggestions or want Chris and I to do another video or something, I'm more than willing to make him do a video with me again. But leave us a comment or private message me. We would love to hear from you guys. If you want to play Xbox with Chris, let me know, and I will set something up on that where you can watch him live stream. We always have fun with that. But I will talk to you guys next time. See ya!